Hi guys, welcome to my channel SAP Lobby. Today we'll discuss about the MPS, Master Production Scheduling. So we'll see how it differentiates from the material requirement planning. So basically Master Production Scheduling MPS versus a Master Metal Requirement Planning. Okay. So, master production scheduling should use for those material which impact the company profit or like that of the critical resource or like you have the high lead time. Okay. So in that case we can use the MPS master production scheduling. Okay. And by using master scheduling we have the benefit of like to reduce the storage cost and to increase the planning stability because as it is the impacting to the company profit and it is like critical material for the business. Okay, in that case if you stock inventory in on before you keep the more inventory, then that might be create a inventory cost more. So to avoid that kind of storage cost and as per the requirement, if you want to do the planning based on the requirement, you want to do the planning and keep the inventory accordingly. So in that case, we should use the master production scheduling. That's what we are saying that will help to reduce the storage cost. Another is planning stability. So when you run the MPS per particular material, that will not touch by the metal requirement planning. So generally what happened when we run the MRP, that it creates the dependent requirement for the lower level materials, but even though it is like dependent requirements come to the lower material, but because of minor changes in the finished metal level for any demand or quantity or scheduling, so it might sometimes it create the planning instability. Okay, so that increase the this because of once you have MPS for the particular finished material, that metal requirement planning will not consider that metal, and that will be your planning of that metal will be unstable. Okay, so that's why that increase the planning stability. Now there are some features in the master production scheduling. First, you can run the separate planning run for that master schedule item, I mean, which are part of the MPS, and it will create the dependent requirement for the component, but it will not do the planning for those lower level material. Okay, only it will do the planning for the that metal which are with MPS. Okay, and for those the lower level material of those for the lower level material, it will only create the dependent requirement. Okay, and the metal which are with MPS, that need to be plan and check separately, and but the way of planning, procedure of planning is same for MRP and MPS, but once whatever once you run the MPS for the per material, you have after that you have to run the MRP to plan further components. Okay, so these are the some features of master production scheduling. And transaction code like MD41 like we are running the MD02 in MRP for the single item multi-level. Similarly, MD41 is the single item multi-level. MD42 is the this is single level. Okay, so MD42 is single item single level, and MD40 is the like MD01, that's similar to MD01. So it is like total planning at plant level. Okay, so MD40. Now let's go to the system. We'll see one material. class N03. Okay, so MM03. So here in MRP 1 you need to maintain that MRP type MPS. So I selected M0. Okay, so you have to choose the MRP MPS related MRP type you need to maintain. Okay, now if I go to the MD04, so if you look now, it has two independent requirement on April and May. Okay, if I run MPS for this one, okay, this is MD41. So if I run now, okay, so it created the plan order. Okay, now if I it's lower level material. If I go to plan order, here one component, suppose this one. Okay, this is its component. If I go here, it's MD04. So if you look at it created the dependent requirement. Okay, because there is two based on the the two plan order, so it created two dependent requirement, but there is no plan order. Okay, now we need to run the MRP for the lower level, so it will create the planning for the lower level. This MPS will not create the planning for the lower level because this material is with PD. This is not with MPS type MRP. Okay, while this FG is with MPS type MRP. Okay, so this is what the difference between master production scheduling and material requirement planning. Okay, and master production scheduling also should use for those material which are the critical for the business and which are the high lead time, or they which are taking up the critical resources. So in that case, we should use the business should use the master production scheduling, and always we should run the master production scheduling, then we should run the material requirement planning. Okay, so hope you understood the what is the difference between master production scheduling and material requirement planning. Okay, so if you have any comment or feedback on this, please let know, so we'll take it. Okay, thank you for watching this video.